Alright guys, so here we have our assignment level 2 for the responsive web design topic. In this assignment, we have to create this layout. Okay, let's go from top to bottom. Our header, hero section, then about section, then we have so on. We have different sections here. Okay, looking nice. We need to make this layout responsive also. We got the desktop view or large screen view for this layout, but we haven't got any layout for the smaller screen. So we will have to figure it out how we can display the same content for our smaller screens. So to create this layout, here I have taken index.html file and style.css file. Yeah, actually I have already created this layout. This layout I have already done. If you look at our page, that looks something like this. So let's go from top to bottom once again here. Okay, yeah. Alright, so our layout is done, that this desktop view is done. Actually I didn't want to waste the time, so I have already done the desktop view because we already know how to create a desktop view. We have been doing things from the beginning only. We know how to create flexible container, how to create flexible column. So using flexible container and column and using responsive lengths also I have used here. If you look at our HTML, font size 16 pixel, and rest of the things whatever the like things need to apply in pixel I have applied in rem. So we have already learned all those things. So that's why I have already created this desktop view. It will save our time. We know how to create columns, put our content on a page on desktop view. Okay, so now our role is to make it responsive only. We will start from the header part. So before that, first of all, let's inspect our page, check it out whether it is responsive or not. Yeah, let's see. Okay, it is responsive as well as actually it is flexible. uh, so as our screen sizes reduces, here you can see that our contents are getting like uh, getting stick to the edges of our page. So I think I have missed the padding in our container. Here we can see, so when the container will go below 1380 pixel, automatically you will not find any kind of padding, any kind of gap from the edges. So that's why we used to apply padding, so that there should be breathing space to our content from left and right. Let's see, let's apply 2 rem, save this. Now let's give it a refresh. Yeah, great. Now this thing looking nice. Okay, perfect. Great. All right, so now, okay, first of all we will provide some breakpoint for our content. So from here let's write responsive styles. Okay, so let's apply, instead of saying responsive style, let's say media queries, and then define at media screen and max width of 1200 pixel. By default our container size is 1380 pixel, so above 1200 pixel our container size will be 1380, and below 1200 pixel we will be having container size would be max width of, how much we can say, 1140 pixel. Then similarly it goes for 992 pixel, it will be having say 960 pixel. For our 760 pixel, let's say container size maybe 720 pixel, and we have smaller screen, that is 576 pixel. We will be having, let's say, width of 540 pixel max width for our container. So this is the container style. Okay, these are the breakpoints for our container. Now we need to make our page adaptive for for the smaller screens. Okay, so one more thing we can do, below 992 pixel HTML font size would be say 12 pixel, and it should be 14 pixel, and below 768 pixel HTML font size would be 12 pixel, and at 768 pixel or below 760 576 pixel the HTML will be having font size of 10 pixel. Great. Our text are also responsive now. Okay, so whatever the things we have applied in REM will get reference point. For the larger screen it will be getting font size of 16 pixel. For the medium screen it will be getting font size of 14 pixel, and for the smaller 12 and extra small we will be having font size of 10 pixel. Perfect. Now let's see here, give it a refresh. There won't be any changes so far. Okay, now let's get started from the header part, navigation bar. So we have to create a, okay, below 768 pixel. So we need for the header or navigation bar, let's go where, for the mobile view we can say maybe ipad would be good. Okay, for the ipad, now this thing, the brand name should be on the left, and this thing will be a hamburger menu here. So to do that, here let's open our header nav. Okay, so for the nav, first of all we will be saying from here, let's say nav bar, say nav display none. Save this, then give it a refresh. Gone. Now let's get our input type checkbox, provide some ID, toggle. Here let's label, it should be for toggle, and here we'll say I class of fast and bars. Yeah. Now save this, then let's have a look here, give it a refresh. Let's see whether we, okay, here we have that icon. Now what do we want? When this input checkbox should be get checked, this nav should be display block or inline block. So we know how we can do that. So we need one sibling selector here, as nav is a sibling of this input checkbox. So to do that, let's target our toggle first. Okay, here actually below this toggle, and toggle, when toggle should get checked, the sibling of toggle, that is nav, should be display id inline block. Give it a refresh. Let's check it out. Yeah, it is getting displayed. Okay, now what do we need? This checkbox should be working according to this checkbox should be checked when we click this hamburger menu. So we have id, we have already connected, so this could be done using this also. Yeah, this is happening. Okay, great. So then we don't need toggle, so we can get rid of that toggle inside our nav bar here. Toggle display none. Perfect. And then for hamburger menu, let's provide a class bars. So actually this bar should be display none for the larger screen. So again, here only we can say display none. So on the larger screen it won't be visible. Okay, first of all, yeah, here we have bars. First of all, let's apply font size of 2 rem, and color will say text white. Perfect, give it a refresh. Okay, we need here display line block, because for the larger screen we have set display none, and for the smaller screen below 768 pixel this should be displayed. Now let's give it a refresh. Okay, here we have. Now let's click this. Okay, we're getting that. Now we need these things in column. So below 768 pixel, let's have few normal classes. Then column, SM column for the smaller screen will be saying SM column will say flex direction column. So we already have one class of column at the top. So wherever we need flex direction column for the larger screen, we can apply this class, and on the smaller screen wherever we need flex direction column, we will be applying SM column. Here we have, so flex direction column. So below 768 pixel this class will make the flex direction column. So for the nav here only ul SM column. Now let's give it a refresh. Great, now it is coming in column. Now we will make this position absolute. We'll say this, we will send this out of the flow. So for the nav, now here we have nav, we can say position absolute, left 0, top 0, bottom 0, and right also 0, and let's provide height of 100 vh, and we'll say background color of RGBA, this one. Save this, then give it a refresh. Great. So here we can make it 9, and padding top will be saying 12 rem. Give it a refresh. Have a look. Perfect. Okay, so what do we need? We need some gap from top to bottom now. Nav item. Okay, here let's target our nav item. This time we'll say margin from top and bottom 16 pixel and left and right 0. Give it a refresh. Great, looking nice. Now we need these alt events as well as this one hamburger menu should be at the top, so that we can get option to click back again. So how we can do that? Let's try one thing. To the whole nav bar, can we say nav bar position relative and chat index of 99. Give it a refresh. What happened? Okay, let's get rid of this now. Give it a refresh. Okay, great. Now okay, we can do for the brand as well as bars. So here we'll say brand and bars position fixed, and top will say 1.5 rem. Instead of 1.5 rem would be fine. And yep, and for the brand we'll say left 2 rem, and for the bars we'll say right 2 rem. Save this, have a look here. Okay, we haven't applied z index say 99, give it a refresh. Perfect. We can also make this thing to the nav. Where do we have fixed? Instead of saying position absolute, we can say fixed. Give it a refresh. Open this. Let's provide the z index also. Z index should be 9. Give it a refresh so that it should be always coming at the top. Yeah, great. Okay, all right, we are done with the navigation bar. Now let's move into the hero section. So what do we need now? Now we have different columns, so we can provide for each and column width of 100%, and we will wrap them for the smaller screen view. So below 768 pixel only. From here, okay, before this navbar only, let's have flex of 100. So we'll say flex 0 100%, and we will also have a class of wrap, flex wrap wrap. So wherever we will be applying these classes flex 100 and this wrap, so flex 100 will provide 100% column size in below the 768 pixel, and flex wrap and this wrap class will wrap the wrap into next line. So header part is done. Now get into the hero section. Here we have flex 50, we will say flex 100, and instead of saying flex 100, let's say sm flex 100. That will give more meaning. For the smaller screen it should be having flex 100%. So let's do here sm, and here also we can say sm wrap. On the smaller screen the column should be wrapped into next line. So this is the container. Here we can say sm wrap. Save this, then give it a refresh. Now as here we have applied sm flex 100%, so this column is taking 100% width, and this column is also taking 100% width. And as we have applied wrap also, so the next column is getting wrapped into the next line. Now this image is not taking width full. We have a class of width full for the larger screen, but for the smaller screen, on the larger screen we don't need this image to should be taking width full, but on the smaller screen we need that. So let's have one more class, that is here only we'll say sm width full. It should be having width of 100%. Save this. Now let's apply this class to our image. Okay, with class sm width full. Now save this, have a look here. Okay, here we haven't applied flex 100. sm flex 100, do not forget that. Give it a refresh. Great, looking nice. And one more thing, for the image we need to apply something so that it should not be overflowing. And we have a, okay, for the hero section we have applied height of 100 vh. For the hero, if you look at here, height of 100 vh. Now for the hero we can say height auto below 768 pixel, and or else we can also say one thing here, hero, hero img below 768 pixel, max height how much we can say, how much maybe 600 pixel. Let's give it a refresh how it looks. That's the max height. We can also reduce a bit more, let's say 500. Give it a refresh. Yeah, looking nice. And to the image this time we'll say object fit cover, not content, cover. Give it a refresh. Yeah, this is looking nice. And one more thing, all to the all flex 100 class we will be applying this time margin top and bottom 2 rem, left and right 0. Give it a refresh. Yeah, here we have a gap. And one more thing, to the nav bar let's apply some background this time. Okay, here we have nav bar background color RGBA 0.7 and height of you can say 60 pixel. Give it a refresh. Yeah, okay, we need to increase the height, let's say 5 rem, actually no, 680 pixel this time I want fixed height. Yeah, now it's looking nice. Okay, we also need to fix this position fixed. Give it a refresh. Yeah, perfect. And this time say 9. Give it a refresh. It's looking nice. We instead of saying, let's say 0 0 0 0 0. Give it a refresh. Mm-hmm. 6 should be working fine. Make it 4. Okay, great. Now for the hero section let's apply some amount of, first of all for the hero we will say height auto, height auto, and padding top and bottom let's increase saying 4 rem, left and right 0. Give it a refresh. Let's see how it looks. Height auto, let's increase the padding a bit more, 6 rem. Okay, bottom padding looks nice, but okay, first of all let's inspect it whether we got our height auto or not for our hero. Hero height auto, perfect. Now padding bottom is 6 rem, nice, but we need padding top say 8 rem, padding right 0, padding bottom 6 rem, padding left 0. Give it a refresh. Okay, nice. This is nice. Now let's provide some border radius to our image. Hero image. We'll say actually let's have a look how it is looking here. So we need top left border radius and bottom right border radius. So we'll say border top left radius, say how much, 3 rem, and border bottom right radius 3 rem. Save this, then give it a refresh. Nice. Okay, now the hero section is done, looking nice. One thing we can do, we can change the order of this image at the top and we can get our content below. So let's take one class again, order 1. Here inside the media queries, from here we are working on normal classes or general, and for the specific section we are having specific. So here we'll say order 1, order 1. Perfect. Let's apply this class to our content, to the hero content, this one, order 1. Save this, then give it a refresh. Great. Yeah, let's have a look here, looking nice. Okay, why don't we have higher for the nav bar? Let's increase the z index to 99. Give it a refresh. Yeah. Okay, perfect. We are done with the hero header. Then after, let's move into the about section. So again, same goes for the about. We need columns. So for the about, here we need flex 100. It should be sm flex 100. And for the container, this should be having wrap class. Here also flex 100. Give it a refresh. Have a look. Okay, it didn't get flex 100. It should be sm flex 100. Nice. And then again, same goes for these things. Why you should join. Here we'll say not there, not there, here. Sm wrap. What have we applied? Do we have sm wrap? Yep. And here, did we apply sm wrap for this? It should be sm wrap, no? For our about section. Perfect. Perfect. Now for our join section or motif section, here we'll say sm wrap, and this should be having flex of 100, not flex, sm flex. Copy the same class and let's apply here also, and then same goes for here also. Save this, give it a refresh. So sm nice. Network, great speaker informations, schedule. Okay, we'll come back for schedule. We will design it later on. Now for these items, again schedule, let's leave the schedule. Now For we have SM wrap, and it should be having SM flex 100. Similarly here also SM flex 100. Same goes for this item, SM flex 100, and same goes for this item. Save this, give it a refresh. Looking nice. Yep. Let's reduce the font size for let it be, for now. Now we need to make responsive this iframe. So actually this is the iframe. If we look at our page here, layout here, so we have a video, actually that's a video, but this is the custom style. So for making custom video player, we need to have some knowledge of JavaScript, and we need to make it functional. So we cannot do with just with the knowledge of HTML and CSS. So here I have directly taken one iframe video. So we will make responsive this iframe video. I have attached this video from the YouTube. So we know how to make it responsive. We have learned how to make a responsive iframe or embedded media. So let's check it where we have iframe. Do we have iframe? Here we have event cover iframe. So to make it responsive, first of all, cover video. It is inside a container. That's nice. And to the, let's see, let's take a div. Instead of taking div, let's take a figure tag. Figure, and we will wrap this iframe inside figure tag. Perfect. And let's apply class of iframe container. So here iframe container will say height 0, padding bottom of 56.25%. This should be calculated according to the screen ratio, yeah, and width of 100%. And here we'll say to the iframe, yeah, here we have event cover iframe here only. So the event cover iframe, we will say position absolute and left 0, top 0, right 0, bottom 0, width of 100%, and height of 100%. Now save this. This should, now our iframe embedded media is responsive. Okay, let's give it a refresh. So here we can get rid of this width and height. Okay, now save this, then give it a refresh. Okay, let's see. Here it should be coming, but it is not coming, that iframe. Okay, what is happening? Okay, it is not this relative position relative, it should be the container, iframe container. Now let's give it a refresh. Still this is coming here. So iframe container spelling mistake. Now let's have a look. Okay, go down. Okay, here we have. Okay, this is responsive. Okay, great. Now we need to work on this latest news, different articles. Okay, so again after this, let's apply. Here it should be having SM wrap, and here it should be SM flex 100. copy the class, apply here, and same goes for here also. Save this, give it a refresh. Nice, nice. Okay, this one is also done. Now we need to work on our footer. So again we will break into column from here. So news part is done. Then for the footer, again here we'll say sm wrap, and here we'll say flex, sm flex 100, sm flex 100, sm flex 100. Same goes for here, sm flex 100. Now save this, give it a refresh. Okay, everything is looking nice. We just need to send them text align center here. So how we can do that? Okay, we can make a general class again. We have already one text center class, but the text center will be aligning center for each and every for each and every screen, but we need text center for the smaller screen only. So before this, here only we can take another class sm text center, say text align center. Let's apply the class here, here, and where? Here also. Save this, give it a refresh. Yep, we got it. And but we haven't got our this program text line center. Why? Have a look, inspect it. UL LI. Okay, LI is block level element. Okay, how we can get that? This thing, the text line center is not working, so we can apply justify center, that would be working. So here again sm justify center, we'll say justify content center, sm for this flex. Now let's give it a refresh. Nice, great. Okay, now footer anchor tag, where we have footer li. No, we don't have footer li here. Okay, let's see here. A is having footer A is having margin right, but we don't need for this one. Let's apply footer A margin left and right, so it should be center below here. Let's apply footer here. Let's say footer A, we don't need margin right, we need now this time margin left and right, both the side. Now let's give it a refresh. Yeah, now this is looking nice. So instead of saying 2 rem, let's say 1 rem only. Yeah, this is nice. So we are done with the footer part also. So we'll go from top to bottom. Do we require anything? We just need to work on this part. We will come back. That's our header. Fine, looking nice. Great. Now we have our hero section. This is also looking nice. About, looking nice. why you should join. That's a motive. This is also looking nice, except schedule is not looking nice so far. And then here we have our like event info. We can display this thing in more better way. What we can do, like we can get this icon on the left side, and then this like in a single line, that would be like that would be taking less space, top and bottom. So how we can get that? So let's get into our info, event info. On the event info, flex 25, these are taking 25, but this time it is taking 100. So if we apply flex, display flex, so automatically this image h3 and h4 will be coming in a single line. So but this time we need another flex class, that should be sm flex this time, because we don't need them for the larger screen, but for the smaller screen we need them in a single line. So here we have flex. Again, let's take sm flex. Here we'll say display flex, and again now save this, get apply that class to our first item. Here we'll say sm flex, save this, then give it a refresh. Let's see how it looks. Okay, let's apply justify center. Okay, let's have the class of item center also. So we'll say again sm item center, we'll say align item center. Perfect. So we will be applying these two classes for the smaller screen. Sm justify center, ism item center. Sm, save this, have a look. Okay, we don't need justify center, actually we need justify between. So let's have another class sm justify between, space between. So let's replace that class where we have. Anyway, so without applying this class, if we apply justify between only, then also it would be working, because on the larger screen this is not flex, but on the smaller screen this is flex. So when flex will be working, then only justify between will be working. So we'll say justify between. Okay, have a look here. Let's see. Yep, this is nice, looking nice, looking nice. And what do we need? Okay, then we don't need this class, so let's apply those two class on the different all the items here. Then justify between to this. Okay, we have sm flex and justify between, and similarly same goes to, we don't have to apply this class sm item center, we just need item center. Refresh, this should be working fine. Yes, now sm flex justify between item center for this item also, and similarly goes for this item and for the last item also. Now save this, give it a refresh. Great, we have created speakers 20 plus, total topic 50 plus, participant 300 plus, and sponsors again 20 plus. Okay, looking nice. Do we have any margin to this item? Have a look. Margin bottom, that's fine, we don't have to do anything here. Okay, great, this is looking nice. After this, okay, this one is also looking nice. We just need to work on the schedule part, but before that, let's have a look of different devices. Okay, Moto G4 is looking nice, except this one. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. And here I think we have large margin. How much margin we have applied for the photo anchor tag? Hmm, left and right 1 rem, we can say 0.75 rem. Then it should be go down. Yeah, now this is fine. Actually earlier it was breaking into next line. Now this is fine. Great. Okay, cool. Now let's get rid of that margin bottom that we have applied to inside the event info. What event info item h3 heading secondary, actually we are having margin bottom 1 rem. So heading secondary we need, but for the event info item heading secondary we don't need margin. So below here, event info, not dashboard. Okay, event info item space heading secondary, margin bottom 0. Yes, perfect. Okay, now we just need to work on this. So how we can display this item? Okay, first of all get them in a column. Schedule part. Here we have our schedule. Here we'll say this is the item. So how much it is getting? Flex 15. Okay, we can say SM flex 100, and this would be having SM wrap. Okay, have a look here first. Do it refresh. Okay, nice. Now we have to say this one also SM flex 100, and this one also SM flex 100. Save this, give it a refresh. Okay, done. Then similarly the first item is done. Second item, it should be having SM wrap, and this should be having SM flex 100. Copy the class here and here. Save this, collapse this here. First item, second item, actually for the third item, flex 100, flex 100. Similarly here also, and this should be SM wrap. Yeah, third item is also done. Then for the fourth item, flex 100, flex 100, and flex 100. Okay, and this should be having SM wrap. Perfect. Then fourth item is also done. Have a look here first. Okay, first of all, let's see on the larger view iPad. Here we have quick refresh. Okay, this is looking nice, but I think the image size is larger. So we can apply some height so that it should be having not that much height for our event info item image. Here we have not event info, this is actually what we have, schedule. Schedule item, schedule item img. Below 768 pixel, it should be max height of maybe how much, 300 pixel, and object width cover. Save this, give it a refresh. 300 pixel is looking nice, or we can also save 240, then give it a refresh. Yeah, perfect, this is looking nice actually. Alright guys, so now let's do one thing here. Okay, first of all, let's see the larger view here. Okay, larger view, does the larger view has disturbed so far? No, the larger screen is also looking nice. And here, okay, where we have this one. So now we know how to create columns and how to put our content inside the column. And then here I have created circles to, let's see the code for this schedule for one item. Let's open the first item. So for the first item, here we have schedule item, and this is having flex 15, this is having flex 15, this is having flex 60. The 60 is like it should be 60% column, 50% column, and 15% column. And inside that we have a schedule date. So if you look at the schedule date here, schedule date here. So to create circle here, we know how to create circle. Here we have designed that circle with 10 rem, height 10 rem, and rest of things are normal. Just the non, this is the circle is not actually this not circle, I can say this one. This line here is not normal. So to create this line here, I have taken a before item. So we know how after and before works. So if you need any content, you can apply before and after. So here I have taken schedule date before, and inside the before content is nothing. We don't have any content here, but here I have applied height of 4 rem. So it should be height. It should be having height of 4 rem and border right up 2 pixel. So the 4 pixel will be height, this much height, and 2 pixel of border. And then I have applied left a position absolute, and this will be having position relative. So position, and then we can place it according to this date. So left 50% because we need in the middle, but top I have applied 100% because from the top here 100%. So it should be coming after it should be starting from the after 100%. So that's why we can say this is coming below this circle, this line. Okay, so this is how we can make use of after and before to create something, to create any shapes, lines, anything. This is how we use before or after. Now for the smaller view, how we can get that? For the smaller view, this is not looking nice. This Yeah, here for the smaller view this is not looking nice, so how we can get rid of that? For the smaller view we don't need any circle here, or we don't need this line, we just need a simple text. So here, to do that, for the smaller screen we have a schedule item. Let's see, where is our schedule. Here we have schedule item image. So from here, first of all we'll say schedule date before, not active, before, we'll say display none, below the 768 pixel. Give it a refresh. Okay, nice. And schedule date, schedule date, we need width of auto, height also auto, border radius 0. Give it a refresh. Yeah, and don't, we don't need any border 0. Give it a refresh. Yeah, nice. And we don't even need any background color. Okay, let it be back. Okay, we don't need background actually. None, we can say. Give it a refresh. Actually we have applied this background color to the active one, so this one is active actually. Okay, so we have schedule date, schedule date, here we have schedule date active, here we have, so here only below schedule date here, which is active, background color none, and color would be accent. Save this, give it a refresh. Okay, background color none is not working. I think how we can get rid of that background. Let's inspect it. Okay, background color none value is no there. So how we can say, we can say transparent. Save this. Give it a refresh. Yeah. Now it is looking nice. Okay. And one more thing we can do for the schedule item only. Schedule item, let's provide some amount of box shadow. Say 0, 0. I want mm, blur radius of maybe 12 pixel, RGBA 0.3 would be working fine. Have a look. Looking nice. Just some amount of padding all around. On bottom, padding up to REM. Just left and right only. Give it a refresh. and we can reduce this to 6 pixel. Yeah, looking nice. Also we can apply border radius. Let's see, 6 pixel, how it looks. Yeah, looking nice. All right. Okay, if we let's go from top to bottom once again. Let's see whether we have left anything to making it responsive or not. Okay, looking nice. Nice. Perfect. Perfect. Similarly, for these news article, we can decrease the height of this image. This image height is looking too much big. So let's target that news article. Do we have news? Okay, let's go there. News. How we have targeted news item. Let's go to news. Do we have any image here? No. So we can directly target here from here only. Before footer, we can say, okay, let's correct the indentation first. Yeah. Now news, news, img max height of 280 pixel and object fit cover. Save this, give it a refresh. Okay, nice. And also let's apply some amount of border radius, maybe 4 pixel. Yeah, nice. Great. So we are done with the responsive part also. Now let's check it out for different devices here. Moto G4, make it 100%. Yeah, great. For iPhone 5, let's see how it looks. It's a bit smaller, so we may find text break into next line. Similarly, let's see the iPad. We have seen iPad. Let's see the iPad Pro. iPad Pro, here we have, for the iPad Pro, actually the height 100 ph is large enough. We can reduce that for iPad Pro. That is below 1024 pixel. This is looking nice here also. Nice, nice, nice. Let's make it 75%. Okay, nice. Now, okay, for the larger screen view, that is nice. So for the iPad Pro, actually below 10204 pixel, 768 pixel, 992 pixel, and here only we can say 1040 pixel. container size maybe 1000, and the hero section would be having height of 70 vh. Give it a refresh. Check it out for iPad Pro. In fact, we can make it 60 vh. Yeah, this is looking nice for iPad Pro. Perfect. So we are done with the responsive part also. Great. Alright guys, so we are done with this layout. We made it responsive also for the larger screen and for the smaller screen also. Great. One thing in this video, I haven't coded for the larger view. I have already made the layout larger screen and then I made it responsive. That I have already explained in at the starting. But below here I am providing GitHub repo link where you can find the code for this layout. Please go through the code and try to read the code how I have designed, how I have worked for the larger view as well as smaller view. Great.